You're watching ABC4 News.
Last night, the mayor of Salt Lake City, Erin Mendenhall, gave her State of the City address. And earlier today, our Matt Fonts asked her about it.
Welcome back. Last night, Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall gave her State of the City address. 2024 was a huge year for the city, with the International Olympic Committee picking Salt Lake City to host the 2034 Winter Games, along with the Utah Hockey Club settling into their new home. During her speech, she also mentioned affordable housing, a controversial bill, and the future of a now vacant baseball field. So let's ask her about all of it. Joining us live here in studio this morning is Mayor Mendenhall herself. Good morning, Mayor. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We have a lot to discuss, so let's get right into it. You talked about a lot last night. I want to start with talking about the Census Bureau saying Salt Lake City added nearly 10,000 people between 2020 and 2023. How do you plan to help the increasing number of both neighbors and housing prices? That's a big topic of conversation as well here.
Yeah, our downtown population has doubled since 2020, and in the next several years, we're going to add another 7,000 residents downtown. So we're doing the opposite of what a lot of cities in this country are doing, which is seeing people leave their downtowns. This is good for the state of Utah. When we have a strong capital city, it benefits economically the entire state, but culturally and in so many other ways too. You know, we've added the Utah Hockey Club. We are looking to make Main Street a pedestrian corridor and build a green loop that takes over some of the excess street space that we have on some parts of the city and make a big linear park. Our focus is to make downtown livable for families, because I know that if cities are not proactively building families into their cities, playgrounds, absolutely safe cities, after school and summer programming, and housing that works for families, then the market is pushing them out. So that's a major focus of our future. And right now, every decision we're making is focused around how do we make Salt Lake City more livable for families and the individuals that we want to have here. You
want to make sure there's a little something for everybody, right? It appeals to everyone. Now, in terms of all of these people moving here and these changes coming to Salt Lake City, safety is also top of mind, right? What are you guys doing in terms of teaming up with Salt Lake City Police and making sure our streets are staying safe here? I know recently there was a big illegal drug bust that was happening as well. You guys have really stepped up your efforts to make sure that our streets are safe here, especially for these new people that are moving here to the city.
Public safety is the most important job of any city, because if you are not safe, if your visitors aren't safe, then everything else falls apart. And that is our focus in Salt Lake City. Now, we're responsible for both the actual crime data and the perceptions of crime. And we have some differences there. Crime in Salt Lake City is actually down. Total crime is at its lowest point in 16 years. But people don't necessarily feel safe in downtown Salt Lake City and some other parts, Jordan River Trail, and sometimes the ballpark neighborhood. So we developed a public safety plan, released it just 12 days ago after the governor, speaker, and the president invited us to do so. It's kind of an audacious ask, but we said absolutely yes, because the system isn't working for some of the highest need individuals on our streets. The Homeless Resource Center system works really well for the vast majority of people who come in its doors, but people with complex cases of severe mental illness, substance use disorder, often misdemeanor criminal histories, and all of these needs untreated, the system doesn't work for them, and we're tired of that. I'm not going to mince words about it. We're taking responsibility on the public safety end, and you can find 27 different actions Salt Lake City is bringing to make Salt Lake City safer in the public safety plan we just released.
And you can read more about Mayor Mendenhall's plans and what else she had to say in her speech on our website, abc4.com.